What did you guys make me watch? Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another anime review. This is going to be on one that you guys had two, three people in different videos comment for me to review and give my first impressions on. That was Serial Experiments Lain. This is a older series, and this one aired, I believe, back in 1998. So it is quite a bit of a retro. Oh, sorry, the game was 1998. The anime, yeah, also 1998. So right before the game. Um, old series, 25 years now. So definitely a retro series, and I enjoyed it, but also not really sure what all I saw. So, before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. There's stuff in the description below where you guys can buy cheap anime and manga. There's social media, a bunch of stuff there. So go check it out also in the description below. Thank you for those who are following. If you don't mind hitting that notification bell, that helps tremendously as well. Okay, so this is a 13 episode series. Again, it aired in 1998, started in the summer of 98, ended right before the fall season was starting. And what a series! It's very complex. I will say, if you don't pay attention, you will lose a lot of stuff. So it is one that you want to keep attention from. First of all, we follow the life of Lain, and Lain basically lives in. She's very introverted. Her dad is web obsessed. His her mom is um, socially isolated from the family, I guess. And her sister Mika, she's very really not there. Um, well, Lain there's a lot of bizarre incidents that happen around Liane, and she gets an email from a girl, I believe her name is Chisa, who had committed suicide, and she tells her that she had found God in the Wired, and that she's not really dead. She has just basically removed herself from her body. So from there, we get quite a few of events that just random happen. Like she, Liane sees a guy shoot himself in a club. Like there's a bunch of things that happens. At one point, Liane is blamed for being a peeper and basically releasing information that one of her friends is dating one of the teachers. There's bizarre stuff. But essentially, she gets in the wire, and there's two different groups of people that she ends up fighting. One are the Knights of the Eastern Calculus, who are basically end up being a lot of random people around her, and these people are insisting for Liane to continue to be in the wire and basically use the wire for communication, and that's kind of like their world. At one point, they all get killed. Like Liane goes and uh, kills, I think, every single one of them, and then from there, you also have this guy who believes he is God, and he ends up being some rando who just got a lot of power in the wire and ended up calling himself God and manipulating people to do his doings. At one point, she was convinced that it was better to not have a body, and then, while saving one of her friends, realizes that being human is not that bad, so she ends up also getting rid of him. Um, the second group is it looks like like the government essentially. They're like I think they're from a Tachibana General Laboratories. I think that's what it is. And Yeah, they're off to get Lain and show Lain basically what the real. It almost feels like we're watching the Matrix. Like everyone's saying that we're all connected, and the wire is just basically connecting us back to how we were, and we don't need our physical bodies. We just have to live on the web. So, um, it ends up being that one of her friends, the one that she was sleeping with the teacher, she's the only one that remembers. Liane makes everyone forget what's going on. She also finds out that her family is not her family. They were just set up there by, I guess, her at one point to kind of give her the nostalgia of having a family. The one friend is the only one that remembers everything, and she's the one that's kind of like freaking out because she doesn't want to be the only one that knows everything. So Leanne decides to when she defeats the knights and the laboratory people, she decides to use the power that she has to basically put everything back to what it was in the beginning of the first episode, and basically making everyone forget who she was, for the exception of her friends. So, that in a nutshell is the series. And if you're confused, I was confused. A lot of things happen. Half of the things, not really sure how they connected, other than it was the knights creating different things to convince her to get out of her body. Um, it very much eventually connected to how it a lot of these characters definitely weren't who they say they were, and I figured that out eventually through the series. But it is definitely one that you have to watch more than once. I've only watched it once. I need to go and watch more, or at least videos that explain more of these episodes, because I was left with a lot of questions. So, considering all that, out of 10, I'm gonna give this one a I don't know. I'm between a 6 and a 7.5. Six because I was left with so many questions. I was left with like, what the heck is going on, and I'm so lost. But 7.5 because of all that, it's making me want to go back to it. So considering the era, I will give it a 7.5 because I considering the era. I'm also considering the fact that a lot of the stuff that they were showing that were technology, that new technology, we kind of have now. Like surprisingly, they hit it right on the nail, or just on what some stuff will be or is now. So, um, props on that. Out of 10, 7.5. Go check it out. It is both dub and subbed. I watched some of it subbed, and then I had to flip to dub because I needed to put more attention. So give it some, give me my channel. Gosh, give my channel some love. It's been a long day, guys. Um, Subscribe, comment, like, and share. Check out the description below. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.